Hello guys, today I'm gonna tell you my pretty long term phone. This phone, Redmi Note 9 Pro. This mobile I just used for more than 4 years, not most nearby 4 years. I just bought this mobile for 13 June 2020. You see that? Okay, no problem. I just share the screenshot. You just know like how many years this phone will survive. So I just give you the pretty long term review. Maybe if some people buy second hand, or if some people buy any phones, how can not buy. Maybe this video will helpful for them. So that's why I just created this video. First of all, I just in my college days I just frequently change mobiles, every 6 months, every 3 months, I think. So in the college time I just like a crazy guy, every 3 months I just change one mobile. In that time my 10, or like Amazon also launched this that Amazon model 10 hour mobile. Many people doesn't know, but some people know. Some people can relate that kind of mobile. In that time, that bezels is not that full bezels, like that bottoms also have a bezel, and top is also, some mobiles have a cross things also have some bezels. So in that time the things are changed very fast, that phones technology and phone screens. So that's why and the time I'm really a bit curious. And the time also that iPhone 10 comes. So that's a changing mobile, trend changing mobile, the full wave display. And also that's why that every Android mobile wants to do something, and some people do, some companies. That's a changing mobile, trend changing mobile, the full wave display. And also that's why that every Android mobile wants to do something, and some people do, some companies do, that elaborated camera. I think that camera come from inside the phone. So that mechanism is also good, but many people doesn't accept that model. So that's why many companies go to that this kind of punch hole. Nowadays also this same designs come, pretty new model. So that's why I didn't change. Nowadays I just go to any mobile shop or online platforms. I see the same designs, like the bezel is it's not that big, but the new models is like a pretty small bezels compared to this mobile. But it doesn't affect my experience, right? So that's why I didn't change. And also this mobile is too good for me. Like for battery wise, it's for the first time I just use for 2 days, but nowadays I just use for approximately 1 day. Like whole 1 day you don't so that's why I didn't change. And also this mobile is too good for me. Like for battery wise, it's for the first time I just use for 2 days, but nowadays I just use for approximately 1 day. Like whole 1 day you don't charge this mobile because of the heavy battery. Yeah, that over time that battery will decrease, that battery's health will decrease. But nowadays also this mobile will sustain 1 day easily. So don't worry about the battery wise. And also that camera is not that great as the recent trend, because of the battery wise. And also that camera is not that great as the recent trend, because of the megapixels are pretty high nowadays. I think this camera is 48 megapixel, I think. So not that great photos now today's phone taken, but not that too cheap photos as well. So this camera is getting a too good. And also I just have a camera also. So if I take any great pictures, I just go with camera rather than the phone. But that phone camera is pretty good. So I would say the really good marks on that. And we're gonna talk about the speakers. Speakers is not that loud, but compared to any other phones. But this phone is I just bought in 14,000 rupees. You see that, 14,000 rupees. And yeah, it's pretty good. If you have a very nice place in the time that you didn't hear that much, but you are in a silent place, that speaker will become good. Like that every modes and every things are really good. So the speaker wise it's good. And the phone speaker, it's too good. Like no problem at all. I don't use many headphones or any other alternative things for the phone calls, or hear the songs or anything. Alternative things for the phone calls, or hear the songs or anything. So that's why like I just use for many times, many hours. So sometimes you just use for 1 to 2 hours, or more than 1 hour. Your ear will be pain. Like it's been normal. No, but maybe some big phones or iPhones doesn't give me that thing, but this mobile actually give that feeling. So in that point of view, I would rate it's also good, not that great. uh, and the final thing is durability means I just dropped this mobile for and the final thing is durability means I just dropped this mobile for you know, n number of times I just dropped. Yeah, I have a case, like, I just changed for, just a minute, yeah, I just changed for this kind of case, and many cases. I'm pretty like case lover, so the reason, this case is also the recent trend, like many phones are putting this kind of case, so that's why I just bought this case. And I just frequently change my temper glasses also. If you break the temper glass, you just change soon, because of, if that temper glass durability will go down, so that's why you just change the new, temper glass. Your phone will sustain soon. And so that's why I think, my phone is not any scratches, or not like pretty small scratches, but you see that, like, it's pretty new. And so that's why I think, my phone is not any scratches, or not like pretty small scratches, but you see that, like, it's pretty new, phone, like, yeah, it's pretty new. But you see that, like, like in this place there is a small scratch. You see that, like, oh god, yeah, it is a small, you see that, like, oh god, yeah, it is a small scratch. But other than that, I don't see anything. And also that, that side panels also aluminum, I think. So if I drop many times in the phone case, I don't use like this phone without case. So that's why I think I drop many times, n number of times. But this phone will sustain, pretty hard, like it's like a brick. And also gold, and the back is also glass. It's and also gold, and the back is also glass. It's not a plastic, it's a glass. If you buy the phone, don't go for a plastic. If you buy the plastic will scratch soon. But if you go with the glass backed phone, but nowadays that mobile brands go to leather, vegan leather, and many alternatives. But I just choose glass back for any phone like iPhone, or Samsung phone, any phone. If I bought future phones, if I bought any phones in future, I just go with any glass backed phones, because of this phone give me the good thing for my experience. And the last thing of the thing, like, like this panel is LCD panel. And the first time that the phone is come with the side mounted fingerprint. But nowadays, things are changed. Many people accept the side mounted fingerprint. It's pretty useful compared to the in display fingerprint scanner. You can on the phone, and you can put the thumb of this time, and then you're gonna choose. It's not that great for the usability, but you can pick the phone, and you can side mounted fingerprint means you just click it off. There is option always on fingerprint, but I just choose if I press the button, that phone will unlock. So this is also really great. And most good thing is the processor is really good, like in the Snapdragon 600 series, I think. So that processor will sustain a lot. In the time I just use for many games, like, and most good thing is the processor is really good, like in the Snapdragon 600 series, I think. So that processor will sustain a lot. In the time I just use for many games like PUBG, BGMI, many games. Me and my friends play it many times, and most of the time I just plug it in my charger. So in the time, that's sometimes it's heating, but nothing time, like it go crazy. Yeah, in the heating time, that performance will slow down because of the heating issues. So it's pretty good. I just use for many times with charging. Sometimes in charging, I just phone call. It's totally wrong, but yeah, I know. But some people, if you have a really important call, you just speak with your charging, right? If your phone go to below 10 or 9, so in that time, so. And other than that, I don't use for overnight charging. Like, I don't use that. Like, if I the charge is not pretty low, I just plug it in morning or evening time. So I don't use that. So that's why I don't give any this kind of experience. And last, most finally, like this display. Like, this display is totally great nowadays. Also, you see this kind of displays in all phones. Yeah, there's a little bit bezels in the bottom, so it's mostly manageable. Like, if you buy the new phone, that bezel will go to slightly down in the bottom, so nothing will change. That I see, like, the phones innovations will slow down after the this full view displays. Nowadays, like, pretty same things, only mostly manageable. Like, if you buy the new phone, that bezel will go to slightly down in the bottom, so nothing will change. That I see, like, the phones innovations will slow down after the this full view displays. Nowadays, like, pretty same things, only the full view display. Maybe some people give the in display fingerprint scanner or some other IP rating or anything. But this phones also I just drop mistaken by in my one time in the water, not that deep water, but phone will in the water, not that deep water, but phone will all go to in deep. But in the time I just pick it up and just do this. just do this and I just on it off, it's on, no problem. And many times I just use for in the rainy seasons, like most of the time in the rain I don't worry about anything. I just pick the call and speak. Don't worry about that any water drops goes inside or phone will die. Nothing problem at all. Many times I just use for nothing problem. So that's why I don't change my phone. I know like this phone is my, if I gonna change, yeah, sometimes also I just think about changing the phone, but I see the phone like, oh my god, the phone is stuck with me. Like, will you change me? I know I have a pretty good memory with you, and also that's why I don't change. Maybe in the future, maybe this phone is go to pretty slow or any problem, so in the time I just only change. Other than that, I don't change my phone. uh, Okay, yeah. So this is the this Redmi Note 9. Do you have any suggestions for improve my videos, or do you wanna suggest me some things for creating new videos? Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye.